Fires. Fastball grounded up the middle. Betts in shallow center field. Heck of a play to start the game.
Well, you don't have to imagine it, because it actually happened. Welcome to Baseball Extra, your home for the most in-depth baseball analysis. Today, we are breaking down an instant classic between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This wasn't just a game. It was a heavyweight fight with more twists and turns than a roller coaster. So grab a seat, because you are not going to want to miss a single second of this incredible story. All right, let's set the stage. The Dodgers are rolling, looking to secure a massive series sweep against one of the top teams in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays. On the mound for the Dodgers is the formidable Tyler Glasnow, a pitcher who has been nearly unhittable since returning from the IL, boasting a stellar 2.17 ERA. The expectation in the stadium is dominance. But the Blue Jays had other plans. Right away, first inning, Bo Bichette works a walk. He understands the assignment. Get on base for the big boppers behind you. And who's up next? None other than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now, Vladdy has had success against Glasnow in his career, and he steps in looking to do damage early. Glasnow deals, and Vladdy connects. He absolutely clubs this one, a laser beam into the deep left center field gap. It's over the outfielders' heads, and one hops the wall. Bichette, who was off on contact, is flying around the bases. The third base coach gives him the green light, and he slides into home easily. Just like that, on a ringing RBI double from their superstar, the Blue Jays draw first blood. It's 1-0 Toronto. This is exactly the kind of start the Blue Jays needed, and it's a perfect example of how their offense can strike at any moment, creating instant Blue Jays highlights. Glasnow manages to settle down and strike out Ty France to end the top half of the inning, but the message was sent. The Blue Jays weren't going to be an easy sweep. Now, we head to the bottom of the first. And in Dodger Stadium, that means one thing. All eyes turn to the international phenomenon, Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani has been on an absolute tear, hitting his 40th home run just the night before. The energy in the building is electric every single time he steps into the box. The Blue Jays pitcher, who had been so good at limiting walks, misses his spot. He tries to throw a cutter low and away, but it stays right over the heart of the plate. And folks, you simply cannot make a mistake like that to Shohei Ohtani. He pounces on it, launching a high, majestic fly ball to deep right field. There is no doubt about this one. It's gone. Less than 24 hours after hitting number 40, Ohtani blasts number 41, and just one batter into the inning, we are tied at 1. The crowd erupts. But the inning was far from over. This is what makes Dodgers baseball so dangerous. The momentum swings in a heartbeat. After Ohtani's blast, Mookie Betts works a walk, putting a runner on for another MVP caliber player, Freddie Freeman. And Freddie decides he wants to join the party. He gets a pitch he can handle and drives it the opposite way to left center field. The outfielder is going back to the wall. It's gone. A 2-run home run for Freddie Freeman. The Dodgers have completely flipped the script. 2 swings of the bat from their lefty superstars, and they've turned a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 lead. The power on display was simply breathtaking. The inning continues with more pressure, but the Blue Jays finally get out of it. Still, the damage was done. The Dodgers' offense had roared to life. After that explosive first inning, you might think we were in for a 15-14 slugfest. But baseball is a funny game. Tyler Glasnow, after giving up that early run, found a new gear. He went from being hittable to being utterly dominant. He starts piling up the strikeouts, using that high-octane fastball and wipeout slider to perfection. At the same time, the Dodgers' offense kept creating opportunities. They were patient, drawing walks and getting hits, loading the bases in the second inning. They were threatening to blow the game wide open, but the Blue Jays' defense and pitching buckled down. A critical moment came on a stolen base attempt. Mookie Betts takes off for second, and the Blue Jays catcher, Tyler Heineman, comes up firing. It's a perfect throw, right on the money, and they get him. A huge out that kills the Dodgers' rally. It was a fantastic defensive play that kept Toronto in the game. For the next few innings, it becomes a chess match. Glasnow is just dealing. He retires the Blue Jays in order in the 5th, capping it off with his 7th strikeout of the day. He was in complete control, showcasing why the Dodgers invested so heavily in him. He gave them 5 strong innings, and despite a little trouble in the 6th, where the Blue Jays scraped across another run on a bloop single by Ty France to make it 3-2, Glasnow leaves the game in a position to win. It was a gutsy performance. We also saw more strategic Dodgers baseball in the bottom of the sixth. Shohei Ohtani singles again. The man is a hitting machine, and then promptly steals second base. He's not just a power hitter. His speed puts immense pressure on the defense. The Dodgers are looking for a crucial insurance run. But in a shocking turn of events, the Dodgers attempt a double steal, and Hyman, the Blue Jays catcher, does it again. He throws a frozen rope to third base to nail Ohtani for the third out of the inning. An incredible, gutsy throw that ends the threat. You could feel the momentum in the stadium start to shift ever so slightly. And that brings us to the top of the eighth inning. The Dodgers are holding on to a slim 3-2 lead. The tension is palpable. And when things get tense, you need your biggest players to step up. For the Toronto Blue Jays, that means Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy steps to the plate, and on the very first pitch he sees, he gets a fastball and he does not miss it. He crushes it in a no doubt towering home run to deep left center field. He knew it, the pitcher knew it, and every fan in the stadium knew it. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. has tied the game. An absolute bomb from the Blue Jays slugger, his 19th of the season, and suddenly, it's a brand new ball game at 3-3. The Dodgers stadium crowd is stunned into silence, but they had no idea what was coming next. The very next batter is Addison Barger. He steps in, and on a 1-0 count, he gets a pitch he likes and he unloads on it. Deep to right center field. It's going, it's going, it's gone. Back-to-back home runs. The Blue Jays have gone back-to-back to take the lead. In a matter of 2 pitches, the entire game has been turned on its head. From a 3-2 deficit to a 4-3 lead. What an unbelievable turn of events and one of the most electric Blue Jays highlights of the entire season. So now, the pressure is back on the Dodgers. They come to bat in the bottom of the eighth, trailing for the first time since the first inning. The Blue Jays bring in their reliever, Yariel Rodriguez, who the Dodgers had success against the night before. The Dodgers show their patience. A leadoff walk. The tying run is on base. Then, a perfect sacrifice bunt moves the runner into scoring position. This is textbook fundamental baseball. The Blue Jays then make a decision that everyone in the park expects. They intentionally walk Shohei Ohtani. You cannot let that man beat you in a clutch situation. So now it's runners on first and second with 2 outs. The Blue Jays make a pitching change, bringing in their high-leverage reliever, Jeff Hoffman, to face Will Smith. The count goes full. The payoff pitch, and Smith takes a brilliant pitch, a slider that just tails off the plate for ball 4. The discipline is incredible. The bases are now loaded for Freddie Freeman. It's the dream scenario for Dodgers fans. But Freddie doesn't even need to swing. On the very next pitch, Hoffman throws a breaking ball that doesn't break enough, and it's ball 4. A bases-loaded walk. The Dodgers have tied the game. The patience and discipline of this Dodgers lineup forced the issue, and just like that, it's 4-4. The inning ends on a pop-up, but the Dodgers have clawed their way back. We are headed to the 9th inning, all tied up. You could not write a better script. Top of the 9th inning, tied 4-4. The Dodgers bring in their left-hander, Alex Vesia. The first batter he faces is Ernie Clement, and on the very first pitch, Clement swings and hits an absolute rocket to left field. Gone. A solo home run. For the 3rd time in this game, the lead has changed hands on a home run. Ernie Clement, who also homered the night before, comes up huge again, and the Blue Jays are back on top, 5-4. You are kidding me. So, here we go. Bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers are down to their final 3 outs. The Blue Jays closer comes in, but he struggles with his control. He walks the first 2 batters he faces. The tying run is on second, the winning run is on first, and there are no outs. The Dodgers are in the driver's seat. A sacrifice bunt moves the runners to second and third with 1 out. The Blue Jays closer continues to struggle, issuing another walk to load the bases. The manager has no choice but to pull him, and who do they turn to? A rookie, Mason Fluharty. Now, I want you to picture this. You are a rookie pitcher. Your first ever big league save opportunity. The bases are loaded. There is 1 out. And the 2 batters you have to face are Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. It is the most high-pressure situation imaginable. Every single person in the 50,000-seat stadium is on their feet. First up, Ohtani. Fluharty, showing nerves of steel, challenges him. He throws a perfect fastball on the outside corner. Strike three. He got him. A massive strikeout, 2 outs. But the danger is not over. Next up is Mookie Betts. The entire game comes down to this one at bat. The pitch. Mookie hits a ground ball to third base. Barger, the hero with the home run earlier, fields it cleanly, steps on the bag. No, he throws to second for the force out. The Blue Jays win. The Blue Jays win. Mason Fluharty, the rookie, gets the two biggest outs of his life against two of the best players in the world. An absolutely unbelievable ending to an unforgettable game. Wow. Just wow. From the early power surge of Dodgers baseball to the resilient back-to-back home runs from the Blue Jays to the nail-biting, bases-loaded drama in the final inning. This game had everything you could ever ask for as a baseball fan. It was a showcase of superstars, a battle of wills, and a reminder that in this sport, it is never over until that final out is recorded. What a privilege to break this one down for you all here on Baseball Extra. If you love deep dives into incredible games like this, do me a favor, hit that like button, and more importantly, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. We live and breathe baseball here, and we love having you as part of our community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.